We had a chance to talk about this a couple days ago when we first made contact. You moved to you got to tell the story the same way you told it to me.
Oh
You
God.
end up in Saskatchewan, and
Yep.
what happens next?
So so I graduated in 1983. Okay, so that makes me old, officially old.
It does not make you old,
And
no. Makes you
yeah,
experienced.
the headline the week I graduated from Ryerson was 1983 worst year for university grads. We were in the middle of a recession. There were no jobs. So, getting this gig from from this Canadian Civic Association was pretty amazing. So then I had to look for a full-time job. I worked as a tour guide at the CN Tower. I wrote continuity for multivision slide presentations, and I did a couple shows for today's special. I wrote a couple scripts. So I did a lot of piece work. And then I got a job with a production company as a broadcast producer out in Saskatchewan, a company called Visual Horizons. I move out there 6 weeks after I move out there. I get an apartment, a car, I move in with a roommate. All of a sudden, I'm in studio and we're shooting footage for a client. And these guys arrive and they start taking all the equipment out of the studio. We're like, what is going on? Go into the office and we say to the head sales guy, like, what's going on? And he goes, I was just coming out to talk to you. The company's gone bankrupt. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just moved to Saskatchewan. So now I'm out of a job and we're going bankrupt. And so my cameraman, he leans over and he says to me, meet me in the parking lot. And I said, okay. He was a year younger than me, already married, and he had a child. He was 21. But I think in Saskatchewan, in Saskatoon, that was the norm at the time. Anyway, we go in the parking lot. He has a truck. He lifts up the lid of his truck and he said to me, I've got all the tapes, all the raw footage for this air seeder documentary that we were supposed to start cutting. Now, an air seeder is one of those big, huge machines that forces seeds into the ground. Don't forget, this is Saskatoon. They grow wheat. Anyway, he's like, I have all the footage. And he said, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the owner and we're going to tell him, look, it's a $40,000 project and you need it cut because you need the money and we'll cut it, but you're going to pay us up front for it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? He goes, nope, that's what we're going to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm with you because I don't have anything to lose. So we did. We went in. The guy who owned the company owned a bunch of businesses. He didn't really work at Visual Horizons. He was like had a commercial real estate company. Anyway, we go to his office, we park ourselves there, wait till he comes back, and we tell him, we'll cut this, you're going to pay us up front, and we'll deliver it in 2 weeks. And of course, he knows we have him over a barrel. We have the footage. He needs his cut, he needs the money. So he goes, okay. He pays us a lot of money at the time. We drive to Regina, and we work midnight to 6 a.m. or midnight to 8 a.m. for like 3 or 4 days solid. Because I already written the script. We were ready to go. We were ready to cut it. Went in studio. The only time we could get studio time in Regina was during the off hours. So we cut from midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning. And then for 3 or 4 nights, we lived in a motel room. And then we got this cut and we delivered it. And that was the only way that I actually could stay out in Saskatchewan. I could stay in Saskatoon because I had no money. I spent all my money moving. And I remember thinking, okay, this is a learning experience. So, and then I got a job shortly after that. So I got another job in Saskatoon shortly after that. So it turned out well.
Speaking of it being a learning experience, seeing someone that shrewd in action, and I'm speaking as someone who learns by example more than anything else, did that
Mm-hmm.
empower you to start being shrewd in your life? Like, did you look at yourself and go, I had no idea this is the way people do business? And did it give you the
Exactly.
confidence to be like that for you in your future
Exactly.
dealings?
Yeah. 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 I remember thinking, you know what? It's every man for himself. No one else is going to look up or is going to look out for me. I need to look out for me. It doesn't mean you have to be nasty or mean or anything, but I need to look out for me. And I need to, yeah, I need to put a line, to draw a line in the sand. And I need to say, this is what I need. This is what I want. So, it's mutually beneficial. And that's what I learned then.
You learn firsthand what leverage looks like and what it's like to use it. Like that was
Yeah.
perfect. Oh, You
Yeah.
tell that story so well, I just wanna say.
Thank you.